Okay, welcome to CS50 project number 3, mail. Love this one, JSON. I'm Mr. JSON, so this is a good one to do. Let's dive right into the features. So we've got the send mail. So when we click on compose, we see that it's already from a setup. We're gonna send an email right now to ourselves. We're gonna put a subject, coffee is yummy, love it, live it, whatever. Okay, and let's click on submit. When we click submit, you see how we go to our sent mailbox. Wonderful. Perfect. So let's move on to, I didn't even spell yummy. Let's move on to the next feature, mailbox. So mailbox, we want to see that inbox takes us to our inbox, sent takes us to sent, and archived takes us to the archive. Wonderful. Also notice how with our API requests, when we're fetching, we're getting them from latest to last. All right, so we got the latest on top over here. And then each email should be rendered in its own box here. So we got from, to, subject, timestamp, and subject line, and the actual body. Now, the last thing, important to note, if the email is unread, it should appear with a white background. Now, since we sent this to ourselves, it's gonna be gray. But if I were to log out, and let's say I were to log into C, into this other fictitious person I've already created here, if we compose an email to Clarion, all right, and we put the subject, how's it going? You're cool. All right, good friend, and we send that out. If we log out and now we log into Clarion again, we're gonna see in white here, there's this unread email. How's it going? Who's that? Well, that's our friend C. Let's check it out. Oh man, C, it's so great to see from you or hear from you. Next thing is that view email feature. Let's take a look at that. So when we click on an email, if I go back into this email here, we see the sender, the recipient, subject, timestamp, and the body. And the final thing to note is when we go back to inbox, notice how now it's red. It's changed from a white background to a gray background with these other red emails. Okay, next feature is archive. Let's take a look at archive. When we're viewing one of these emails, notice how we have this archive button here. If I click on archive, that is left our inbox. Where'd that email go? Well, I check archive and it's here. If I click back on the email, I can unarchive it, and if I go back to archived, it's gone, and we see that it's back here in our inbox. Fantastic. All right, the final feature we should look at, so the final countdown here, is replying. So, I really like this message from C. I'm gonna write them back, of course. I'm gonna write C back because he's my friend. I don't wanna leave him hanging. So I'm gonna click on reply here, and notice how when I click on reply, we get this RE set up, and we got our previous message with our timestamp. We've got the full composition form with the recipient field. Thanks for thinking of me. You're great too. Even though I'm sending this to myself, let's click on submit here. And if we check on the reply here, we see that you're cool, thanks for thinking of me, you're great too. And if I log out and we log into C, at c.com here, if I can spell today, notice how we have that email. Wonderful. And we have that message, and we can reply back to that message, so on and so forth. Okay, that's demonstration number 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on the flip side for number 4.